Hello everyone and welcome to Mystic Moonstone's weekly angel card reading. The duration for this reading is from the solstice, the 20th, through to the 26th. So let's have a look and see what the angels have in store for us this week. Okay, first card we have is Archangel Metatron and the card of Heaven and Earth. This card can have lots of different meanings, so I'm going to have a look at an influence card just to see if I can get a little bit more with it. When Archangel Metatron comes around, he sometimes comes around us when we're feeling a little bit lost, and he helps to give us the motivation or the direction we need to actually find the right path. Heaven and Earth can also mean two opposites coming together, or it can mean almost that kind of clashing within yourself, you know. Sometimes there's, especially with the purple, I'm being drawn to the spiritual side, and then sometimes you have your earthly side, and it's trying to combine the two. Okay, you have the angel as support. The universe has heard your silent call for help. Once again, there's lots of purple on here, so I'm really kind of getting drawn to those of you on a spiritual path who maybe feel that you're having difficulties juggling, you know, juggling the spiritual side, the heaven side with the earth side. You know, maybe you're trying to keep down a day job, but you're trying to develop yourself further. Maybe you're trying to embark on a new career that's linked to spirituality, Reiki healing, or doing this, or taking platform, or, you know, anything that kind of goes along around the spiritual realm. Okay, so the beginning of the week you will really find that you'll start to feel motivated. Just get that feeling that, you know, maybe you can get on top of the obstacles that are, or if you can't get on top of them, you can go around them. And just feeling more in touch with your spiritual side, and feeling that maybe you can actually pull off that juggling act. So you know, those of you who are on that path, really watch out for this. Okay. Midweek we have Archangel Israfel, and it's the card music. Quite often when this card comes up, you'll find a song will come in and we'll just oh, I've got quite emotional there, sorry. A song will come in and will remind you of someone, or make you feel aware of someone. Maybe there's a message within the song that actually gives you the answers you've been seeking. Sometimes when Archangel Israfel comes in, it can be about you singing your own song, you know, your life song, about doing something the way you want to do it. Okay. I got quite emotional there because it's an anniversary for me this week, and I put a post up last week actually about how a certain song comes through, and as soon as I turned that card, I thought of that song. So, you know, so as I said, if that's what's coming in for me, it's also coming in for others. When you do a reading, especially those of you who are learning to use your own cards, what you will find is sometimes part of the message that comes in, even though you're giving it to someone else, it will resonate with yourself. Okay, Spirit are really good at doing that, so watch out for that. We have the card of stillness. When stillness comes in around us, it's not a negative, it's actually taking that time out, taking that stillness. And when you link that with the music song, this could be that some of you, especially those of you who go back onto that spiritual path and trying to develop and trying to move things forward and trying to do the juggling, need to stop. I need to spend some time doing meditation. You know, the one thing that I find with people on the spiritual path is quite often they forget to meditate, or they say, I haven't got time. I'm trying to juggle everything, I just haven't got time. Meditation takes minutes, okay? I'm not talking about sitting there for an hour. There's loads of apps you can actually put on your phone now that you can just kind of, I think they're called like Take a Break and things, and you can just download 5 minutes worth of meditation and just fit it in when you've got that 5 minutes. And do you know something? We can always find 5 minutes, no matter how busy we are, okay? We can always find 5 minutes, because I'm sure if you was to actually write down everything you do in a day, you'll find that you waste more than 5 minutes. We all do. Okay, we have at the end of the week, we've got Archangel Gabriel and communication. Now once again, I'm really being drawn to the purple, and I'm really being drawn to those of you on the spiritual path. And I feel that the communication could be more spirit communication, actually feeling that your communication is flowing two ways, that you know that you're actually being aware of spirit, maybe hearing the messages coming in, maybe as we have the music song, the music card, it's like the songs coming through and you're starting to get sort of messages that way. Okay, so just be aware of that, be aware of that communication. Be aware that Archangel Gabriel is also the angel of new beginnings, okay, so you know, it may be that as you kind of move forward through this week, you actually feel that you can actually see a new beginning following your spiritual side. Okay. So let's just have a look at the last card. And we have the card Sexuality. I love this card. I think it's so strong and powerful. Okay, so for some of you, the communication will actually be somebody getting back in touch or contacting you that will lead to a sexual encounter. Okay, but also sexuality, do not forget, sexuality is about being comfortable in your own skin, about being comfortable with who you are. And you know, the one thing that I find, even personal experience of, as people on the spiritual path, I would say 90% of people on the spiritual path at some point have tried to step back. At some point in their life have felt uncomfortable in their own skin, have felt uncomfortable with the attention that their spirituality is actually drawing to them. You know, they felt like the freak at school, or they felt like the strange one at work, and you know, and it's hidden. Quite often, you know, it's even hidden from loved ones, okay? And when you hide something, you're not yourself, you're not comfortable with yourself. So the sexuality card can, yes, mean literal sexual encounter, but it can also mean about that, you know, that being comfortable with your own identity, comfortable with your own skin, being able to connect with your creativity, with the core of you, and it really does link in with the sacral chakra. Okay, so we're just going to go back again very, very quickly. Archangel Metatron coming in the beginning of the week with the solstice energy, so you know it's a good time to have this angel coming in around us and just kind of giving us the mojo, the motivation to be able to organise ourselves so we can actually do that juggling act. You know, if you look at this angel, she almost looks like she's juggling, okay? She's juggling those hearts around her, the things that she loves, the things that inspire her, and it's kind of trying to get that balancing act right. Okay, and it's lovely there because you've got the 3 hearts, and that's almost like the power of 3. When you evoke the power of 3 into anything, it kind of it just gives it that other level of energy, okay? So, you know, and if you look at this also, it's like this is someone who's been tying themselves in knots and it's actually time to get untangled, okay? The angel of support, the universe has heard your silent call for help, so, you know, and once again, lots of purple there, the universe coming in trying to help you with your spirituality. Midweek, you've got the music card, as I said, that is very apt timing for me, very apt. That really got me when I turned that card, and I've just got a blast of that song in my head. Even now it makes me feel a bit emotional, but what I will say is listen to the songs coming in around you. You know, they could be quick blasts on the radio, they could be you wake up, you know when you wake up and you've got a persistent song going around your head? Okay, quite often that's being put there by spirit or by your guides, you know. The stillness is about healing and healing within the meditation, allowing yourself that time. You know, if you can't meditate and you find it really difficult, just put on a record that you like and just listen to it. You know, quite often when we put records on, we just walk around the house, don't we, and we carry on. But just listen to it. You listen to the beat. Let it flow through you. Let it resonate within you. Okay, and you know, and what you will find when you do that, that is almost like a form of meditation. So if you're one of these people who really can't meditate, try that. Okay, put on some angel music. Okay, there's lots of lovely angel music, CDs out there. Okay, the last card, Archangel Gabriel, the card of communication. That'll be communication coming in for you, either to lead to increased sexuality in your life, or for that sexuality as in you being comfortable in your own skin. Okay, you not being afraid. You know, if you look at this card, she's naked, she's beautiful, she's exposed. and she's not vulnerable, and she, you know, she doesn't feel vulnerable. If anything, she feels empowered. She feels like the divine feminine. When you look at that card, it is, you know, that really strength. That there's a strength that comes from that. And it doesn't matter whether you're male or female. Okay, the divine feminine is about being in touch with our more sensitive sides, our emotions, not feeling vulnerable because we're in touch with them, actually feeling empowered, actually feeling empowered from our core. Okay, our sacral chakra, and that's what it's all about, and that's why you get all the lovely oranges and you know, the spirals, which kind of link in. There's a lot of goddess energy in that card, if I'm going to be honest. So you know, it's just that real strength. Okay, so you know, so this week I feel for those of you is on a spiritual path, this is where these cards are really aiming at. And it doesn't mean that you're working or you're going to be working professionally. It just means that, you know, when I talk about people on a spiritual path, I don't mean standing up and doing this, but I mean really being in touch with your intuition, letting your guides guide you, using it to actually benefit and enhance your life. Okay, and if you do want to take it professional, know that you've actually got the support there. Okay, you've got the spiritual support there. They want you to do this, but it's what you feel comfortable in and how you feel comfortable in your skin. Okay, I think I've got to the end of this reading. Thank you all for listening to me. I do apologise from the bottom of my heart for everything happening on page at the moment. It's just technical. I am the most awful person to have around anything electrical. I think it's just my energy just kind of wears them down or something. So we're sharing a piece, which isn't great. Okay, so but I will be trying to keep up with the page as best I can this week, and hopefully my baby will be back, my laptop will be back soon. Okay, so love and light to you all. Bye. Hello, we've come to the part we call the draw. Let's have a look and see. We've got heavy rain in Cumbria today, and it's solstice tomorrow. It doesn't seem right. It really doesn't. Hello. Should I try and work out read my own writing? Elaine Brannock. Okay. Congratulations, Elaine. Let's have a look and see come out for you today. Okay, we have Archangel Uriel. He's the angel who is known as the light of God, and he comes around us when we feel like we're in a dark place or we feel a little bit lost and we just feel that we're in need of direction, and he just floods a lovely light around us. Okay. The card is asking you to pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you, as they are your answered prayers. And, you know, there's a rainbow, and the rainbow is symbolic of hope and of renewal. That, you know, after the flood, there came the rainbow, and there came the new beginning. Okay. Archangel Uriel is about connecting in with your own wisdom and about acquiring new knowledge. I feel that there is either some kind of course or something that needs to be taken up and needs to be taken up now, or at least signed for, so that you can go on to do it. And I feel that this learning is more academic, it isn't spiritual, even though, you know, I always say to people, look to the main reading, and I know I was talking about the spiritual in that, but I feel that this is more about, for you, something academic, something that will actually enhance your life and will make you feel empowered. Just trying to get something else for you. I've got a very quietly spoken man. Feels very quietly spoken, because I'm just kind of hearing him say, slow and gentle is the way to do it. Okay, and that's all I'm hearing, and they seem like really strange words to hear. Slow and gentle is the way to do it. So I feel he's saying for you not to rush head first, but to take it slow and gentle, to know that you're going down the right path, and that you will reach the top of your mountain, quite literally. You will get there, okay? I feel September being a really important time for you with regards to this, and I feel that this learning needs to come in. So this feels like some kind of course or something. I feel that you will be with a group of people. This doesn't feel anything to be that's spiritual. It doesn't feel emotional. It feels academic. Sorry. Okay, so that's coming in. This isn't being brought with female energy. This is being brought with male energy. And when I've asked who, I feel Christian, okay, that's the name I'm getting very, very strongly. I thought first of all he was trying to say he was a Christian, but the penny's just dropped, okay. Very, very strong. Do you understand the eye situation around you? I feel someone's having difficulties with an eye. It feels like somebody's having either a twitch or something around the eye. Yeah, it's the right eye that I'm being drawn to, and I don't know if this man maybe would have had problems with his eyes before taking his passing, but I've really got some kind of issue with the eye, but it's on this side, okay. I'm also getting sort of pains around my back, around my lower back. Now I feel that this would have connected in with this gentleman. It would have made him feel quite miserable and not himself, and would have changed him from being what he was, and he's sorry about that, but I feel he's well now. I'm being shown a cricket bat. I don't know why I'm being shown a cricket bat. I don't know if this was something he was into, but he's showing me a cricket bat. I don't feel that you need to go and learn cricket, but I'm just being shown a cricket bat. And even as I'm looking at this, it's like I'm looking and it looks like a ball and bat to me as I'm looking at it, and that's quite often what happens when they try and bring messages. You'll look at something and it'll just look different, okay? And I feel that it's time for you to step into your power. Slow and steady does it, but I feel that it is time for you to step into your power and to be what you're meant to be. Okay, I feel it's time for you to actually move up, to elevate up and become the person that you've always been meant to be. Okay, and you may not feel that he's always around you. You may feel sometimes that for some reason, I get the sense that he feels that you thought he either neglected you or abandoned you in some way. But he hasn't. I feel he's always been with you. He's always been around you. Okay. You're his duckling that turned into a swan. And he's very, very proud of you. Couldn't be prouder if he tried. Okay. Very proud of you. And he knows you can do this. He knows you can change things around. You know, you've got a lot of worries, but things are going to be alright, things are going to be resolved. Okay, things are going to be resolved. It's going to be a little bit of a hard path for someone around you, but they can get over it, they can get to the top of their mountain, and you will be there for them. You will be there for them. Okay, so there's lots of support, and also the rainbow is kind of symbolic of peace as well. And I just feel peace and unity coming in around you. Okay, just trying to get something else for you here. The pink here, as I'm looking at it, I thought it was violet and I thought it was going to go with the main reading and go down the spiritual route for you. But as I'm looking at it, it's getting pinker and pinker. And I just really feel that it's time for you to start to love yourself without condition. And it's time for you to just really kind of... Do you know that last card, the sexuality card? I feel it's time for you to be comfortable in your skin, comfortable with who you are, comfortable with what you're doing. And that will actually open the door, okay, for others, okay? And I just feel that will attract into your life the blessings that you really deserve, okay? I've got to give you a memory of candy floss for some reason, and I'm being given candy floss and it's on a stick and it feels like it's dripping, and I want to say that sometimes, you know, you can want something to be perfect, and you can look at something and it's perfect, and whilst you're just looking at it and not seizing it, it can kind of drip away. So you need to grasp the opportunities that come your way when they're there. You know, candy floss is wonderful and sweet and puts a smile on your face, but it's got to be spontaneous. It has to. You have to do it now. Okay, you have to do it now, and you know, and that's the same. That's the message I feel that's being brought in for you, Elaine, is not to worry about getting everything perfect, but just be ready to grasp the opportunities and the pleasures as they come your way, and then they won't drip through your fingers. Okay, and they'll give you something. They'll fill you with sweetness. Okay, because it's candy floss. It's a real big pink one on the stick, candy floss. Okay, and I'm hearing fairground music as well, so I feel this may link in with the memory. This may link in with the memory. Sorry about this. It's just okay. And I'm hearing that song. Do you remember Saturday Night? I think it's Wingfield, but I'm hearing that. Okay, and it's blasting out, and I just feel like it's time for you to hit the dance floor on a Saturday night. It's time for you to really kind of, once again, the sexuality card is about, as I said, connecting with your core. It's about letting yourself be who you are. Okay, and I'm just getting that Saturday night. I'm not going to sing it, but you know the one I mean, Saturday Night. Yeah, I'm not going to sing it, okay, because I don't want to lose any likes. Okay, so the card is asking you to pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. So be sure to listen to those thoughts and don't just dismiss them. Okay, with that, I'll thank you for taking part. Everybody else, you know how to get in the bag, no matter what the colour of it is. Thank you for sticking by me. Love and light to you all. Bye.